Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time taking a class with me. I'm Maggie and I will be teaching a slow kind of heart opener, shoulder opener sequence for y'all today. I'd like to remind you, if you've never taken a class with me, or as a reminder if you have taken a class with me before, that this is your time, your space, and your practice, and so allow it to be just that. Know that everything that I'll guide you through today is just a suggestion, and please feel free to grab pillows, blankets, books, blocks, anything that you have accessible with you here in your home or wherever you're taking class with me today to help support you through your practice. If you love today's class, please go ahead, hit the like button, give a follow or subscribe, and also join me over on social media. I am on Instagram at Grounded Yoga Co. as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Enough chat. We'll start in a child's pose. So bring your knees wide or narrow. Hands walk out toward the top of your mat. Let your forehead rest down on the floor. Hips become heavy as they sink back toward your heels. Feel your armpits reaching and extending down toward the floor as your heart softens. Take a moment to connect with your breath, to feel your breath as it moves in you and through you. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, go ahead and take a moment to set that for yourself now. I will offer up the intention of vulnerability, as vulnerability is not a weakness. In fact, it is actually a tool used to help us strengthen and build relationships with others, a tool used to deepen our connection with ourselves, to help us expand our understanding and our awareness, to help grow in our capabilities and our experiences. Take a nice full inhale as you fill up your lungs and your belly, and let it out your mouth. On your next inhale, lift the hips up off the heels, puppy pose, hands inch toward the top of your mat as your heart melts down even more, creating more space in your front body. Tailbone lifts up toward the ceiling. Press down into your forearms and into your palms. Your chin might rest on the floor, maybe your forehead does. We'll move into a different variation of cat-cow. Arms stay straight. Hold here for your inhale. Press into your palms. On your exhale, round through the spine. Chest pulls away from the floor. Tailbone tucks under. Inhale, melt the heart down. Puppy pose. Exhale, round through the spine. Chin tucks into chest. Inhale, melt the heart down. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, melt. Exhale, round. Press the back of your heart toward the ceiling. Stay lifted as you walk your hands in underneath the shoulders. Adjust your stance as needed as we meet in our tabletop. Tuck the toes under, pull your hands just an inch or two closer toward the knees, and start to shift the weight forward toward your fingertips. Shoulders rock toward fingers or past. Then send the hips back toward the heels. Take 2 or 3 more times, rocking forward and back as you use the rest of your fingers to grip into the floor as your weight presses down into your thumb and index finger. Flip your hands, fingers face the knees, palms are down on the floor, sink hips back toward heels to stretch into your forearms. You can bend into one elbow and into the other, stretching into the fingertips. Go ahead and flip the palms so they face your chest, top of your hand is down on the floor. Keep your toes tucked under, sink hips down toward the heels, give your hands a little shake out. Know that at any time, if you need to take a wrist release, you're welcome to drop down, take a break, take what you need to feel the most supported. We come back and we meet in tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, press down into your hands and into your shins. Inhale, reach the right arm long. Thumb points up toward the ceiling, bicep hugs the ear. Inhale, reach the left leg back behind you. Press the back of your knee up toward the ceiling. Heel extends to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, round through the spine, tap knee and elbow underneath the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, hold. Option to bend into the left knee. Right hand sweeps around to make contact with the foot or ankle. Kick the foot into the hand. Squeeze the glutes as you shine your heart forward. Try to keep even weight in the left hand and in the right leg. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to your tabletop. Other side. Inhale, lift the left arm long. Notice the shift that happens here. Press into the left shin. Inhale, right leg extends back. Feel your hamstrings working. Feel your glutes turn on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Keep your right shoulder over your wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, hold. Option to bend into the right knee. Left hand sweeps around for your bind. Kick the foot into the hand as you shine your heart forward. Exhale, release, back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Press into your inner palm. Reach through the tailbone, shoulders lift toward the ears as you hug your midline of energy. Take a moment if you want to walk your dog, pedal out the legs. Finding any organic movement to help you arrive. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, wave forward, do a high plank, shoulders on top of wrists, round through the upper back as you hug your belly in. Inhale, downward facing dog. Press it up and back. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, high plank, hold. Lower down to the right forearm and then to the left. Press into the right hand, rise back up, high plank, and then the left. Lower down to the left forearm and then the right. Press into the left hand, high plank. Lower down to the right forearm and then the left. Here we hold. Forearms are parallel to one another. Tailbone scoops under. Push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes. Thread the heart through the biceps. Squeeze the glutes. From here, you're welcome to press into palms and lift the elbows to any height. And then lower the forearms back down. Bring your attention to your right leg. Keep pushing the heart forward as you pull the elbows toward your lower rib cage, just tractioning that energy. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and lower. Inhale, lift and lower. Inhale, lift and lower. Switch the legs out. Left leg, inhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Got two more and lower. Last one and lower. Hands come underneath shoulders, press it back, child's pose. Knees go wide, hips sink toward heels. Tuck the toes under, tabletop to downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts high. Doesn't matter how high, we're looking for length here. Right hip lowers down so it's even with the left. Push into the hands, guide the chest back toward the thigh. Right foot reaches long. Inhale, lift the gaze toward the thumbs. Exhale, step the right foot to the top of your mat. Prepare for warrior one. Left foot slightly steps forward, heel drops down. Inhale, rise up. Hands sweep up toward the ceiling. Pelvis reaches neutral. Squeeze into the left glute. Drive the left heel into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands at the lower back. Keep pushing the right knee forward. Inhale, find your back bend. Thumbs grip your fists. All of it reaches down the back line toward the floor or down your left leg. Here we shine our heart open. We make ourselves vulnerable, but receptive. Inhale, come back to center. Hands reach over toward the right hip. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Hands in line with your tailbone. Exhale, humble warrior. Protect the heart. Hands hang heavy over the head. Crown of your head reaches toward the top of the mat rather than directly down toward the floor. Core stays strong. Keep sending the right knee over the ankle. Inhale, easy twist, release the bind. Left hand comes to the floor on the inside of the right leg. Left heel lifts up off the mat. Right hand sweeps high. Hips can sink low here, but keep the left knee off the floor as you lift the back of your knee up. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips, lift up and out of the left shoulder. Exhale, half splits, lower down to the left knee. Hands frame out the right leg, right toes pull toward the chest. Inhale, low crescent, rebend into the right knee, hips send forward, shoulders rise to stack on top of the shoulders. Interlace your thumbs here, creating a little locking mechanism in the hands. Palms press forward, kind of like a reverse butterfly. And then we find a pulse, pushing the arms back, and they'll naturally rebound forward. And we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe you find a little bit of a back bend, and on your exhale, forward fold to the top of the mat. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pyramid, step the left foot back. Breathe here. You're welcome to play with lifting the right toes off the floor or keeping them down on the mat. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Inhale, warrior three. Walk the hands toward the top of your mat or take flight. Hands come to heart center. Lift the back of your heart up toward the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. Lift the left heel. Inhale. Exhale, left knee taps right calf. Hold. Slide the left knee down to meet the floor. Hips drop to the left. You'll pivot to the right, seated twist. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, find your twist. Hook or hug the right knee with the left elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Right leg extends to the back right corner of your mat. Left foot comes to the inside of your thigh. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, rise back up. Left hand comes toward the top of your mat in line with the left hip. Rise up into gate pose. Press the hips forward. Squeeze the glutes. Right shoulder becomes heavy. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, pivot down to high plank. Right hand lands. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, pull through to upward facing dog. Hold for your inhale, squeeze the glutes, press into hands, hips and knees are lifted. Exhale, high plank, lift the hips away from the floor. Inhale, downward facing dog. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot to the top of the mat. Prepare for your warrior one. Right heel drops down. Inhale, lift up. Set yourself up here. Fix your stance if you need to or if you want to. Left knee pushes forward. Drive the back heel into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, interlace hands at the lower back. Inhale, press palms together as you bump the heart up toward the ceiling and breathe here. On your next exhale, rise back up, neutral spine. Hands draw over to the left hip, drop left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, hands reset in line with your spine. Exhale, humble warrior. Reach the heart toward the top of the mat and then cave it down toward the floor. Hands are heavy above the head. Gaze looks back at the right foot. Inhale, easy twist, release the bind. Right hand sweeps to the floor. Right heel pivots up off the mat as the left hand extends high. Shoulders stack on top of one another, belly button pulls in. Inhale. Exhale, half splits, lower down to the right knee. Left toes pull toward the chest as the hips stack on top of the knee. Inhale, low crescent, rebend into the left leg, hands rise up. Palms press toward one another and then interlace the thumbs. Maybe you see which thumb was in front the first time and switch it up. Find your pulse. So pushing the arms back, it's a short movement and then muscles are naturally going to help the arms rebound forward. This constant driving the muscles, driving the arms back to open up through the heart and the collarbones. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the bind. Inhale, lift the heart. Find a subtle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Hands land to the top of the mat. Right foot steps to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Rise up to your Tadasana. Hands sweep high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach long through the crown of head. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, pyramid pose, straighten through both legs. Left butt cheek is trying to reach toward the back of the room, and your front of your right hip is pulling toward the top. Inhale, warrior three, shift the weight forward. Right foot floats off the floor. Hands can stay on the floor or come to heart center. Think of reaching long through the spine like you do in your halfway lift, and then your back leg lifts high and long like it does in your warrior three, or in your three-legged down dog rather. We're in our warrior three now. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Take right knee, tap left calf, hold. Pull the right heel in toward the glutes and then slide the right knee down the calf till it meets the floor. Drop the hips to the right, you'll pivot to the left. Left hand sweeps around. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale, come back to center. Left leg reaches to the back left corner of the mat. Right foot stays on the inside of your thigh. Hands reach high. Find the length in your spine. And on your exhale, melt over the leg. Inhale, rise back up. Right hand comes to the top of your mat. Find your way to bridge pose. Nope, to gate pose. Press the hips forward as you lift up onto the right shin. Left shoulder's heavy as the heart reaches toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Left hand lands, right foot steps back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull through like a dive bomber to upward facing dog. Exhale, high plank, lift the hips. Inhale, down dog. Lift the gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, yogi squat. Step the feet, hop the feet, float the feet to the outside of the hands. Drop the hips low. Hands come to heart center, knees drive open, feet are at a 45-degree angle so they track in line with the knees. Take your left hand, reach it back behind you like you're gonna lower down to a seat, then rise up into a modified wild thing or a three-legged reverse tabletop. Hip points drive toward the ceiling, squeeze into the glutes, press into the left hand and into the feet. Exhale, lower the hips down. Make your way back to Malasana, launch off the left hand. Other side, right hand sweeps behind. Make contact, lift the hips. Left hand reaches up and over. Exhale, lower down. Left hand comes behind you. Full reverse tabletop, fingers face the hips. Inhale, lift hip points toward the ceiling. It's okay that your feet are a little wider than maybe they usually are. Lift the heart up out in between the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to your seat. Then lower all the way down to your back. Pull the heels in toward the glutes. We go for a round of bridge. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Inhale, lift the hips up off the mat. Breathe here. I like to imagine like I'm turning myself into a giant water slide or snow hill, depending on what type of weather is happening outside. Knees hug in toward one another, really squeezing your midline of energy that travels the length of your spine and then continues to emit out through your root chakra and your crown. On your next exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Windshield wiper the knees from left to right. We're going to take one more round. Option to play with wheel. If you're not ready to press all the way into the hands, know you can still take the arm variation to help prepare and become more familiar with wheel without actually having to worry about lifting your head or your upper body off the mat. So knees come back to center. Hands reach toward the ceiling like you're trying to hold the ceiling up. Bend the elbows until the palms land on the floor. Your fingers face your shoulders, elbows point up toward the ceiling. From here, if you're just taking bridge, start to press into the feet, lift the hips. Your weight will shift into your upper shoulders. Hug the elbows in. You can stay here. If you want to take wheel, start to transfer more weight into the hands until you lift your head up off the mat. Try to refrain from resting on the top of your head just so we protect our neck. Wherever you're at, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in wheel, tuck your chin into your chest as you start to rebend into the elbows and lower down, making your way all the way to your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Take a little rock from left to right, from side to side, front to back. Take your legs, let them drop over to the right for a gentle supine twist as the left arm cactuses or tees out to the side. Inhale, draw the legs back to center. Exhale, let them drop over to the other side, to the left. Draw the legs back to center. From here, if you want to take waterfall or plow, go right ahead. Otherwise, start to make your way into Shavasana. Legs extend long or find any other restorative shape comfortable for you to rest in complete stillness. Let your mind draw itself back to your breath. Let your muscles completely soften. If you're able to stay in Shavasana for a few minutes longer to really receive the full benefit, I encourage you to stay. If it feels uncomfortable, if it feels challenging, I encourage you to then stay just an extra second longer. To know that you can sit with that feeling of discomfort and still be okay. I leave you here with the reminder that vulnerability is not a weakness, rather a very powerful tool that helps us expand our understanding, that helps deepen our relationships, and to unlock new doors to experiences. May you step off of your mat with a heart full of love and warm energy to share with others. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this time and this practice with you today. And may you go in peace.